What's going on, everybody? It's Glenn for the latest news. And if you're new here, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. We're going to get into the second episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. My opinion, this show was okay. It wasn't that good. The key points was CM Punk in the beginning of the night with Seth freaking Rollins. You know what I mean? Seth freaking Rollins pretty much gave CM Punk his props for the match. But we all know these guys not done by a long shot. But, who else came out was Drew McIntyre. We haven't seen Drew McIntyre and CM Punk face to face since they match at Hell in a Cell. So that was pretty interesting within itself as well. But Drew McIntyre, excuse me, he don't really care about no CM Punk or no Seth Rollins. His biggest focus is the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. So he's still worried about Roman Reigns, man. He not even. I mean, yeah, the Royal Rumble is definitely gonna be stacked. We got a stacked Royal Rumble. Drew McIntyre's on the Rumble. Seth freaking Rollins, CM Punk, Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, and yeah, it's a stacked Royal Rumble. Excuse me, this year. Possibly Dwayne the Rock Johnson could be in that Rumble as a surprise entrance as well. I mean, ain't no still up in the air with on plans for the Rock heading into Mania season. Penta made his a great debut. He had a match against Chad Gable. Those guys had a great match. Oh, what a great debut by Penta. The fans seem to really be behind Penta, and I'm also behind Penta because he is very talented. And also, Chad Gable, shout out to Chad Gable. Chad Gable is very talented himself. I feel like this should be definitely the year of Chad Gable as well because he been like putting a lot of people over. He put the Wire Six over pretty much. And then look, he just put Penta over. I mean, at some point, I feel like Chad Gable should have his shot for something. If he end up going to SmackDown, the U.S. belt, which I feel like American May gonna end up going to SmackDown. I feel like it's going to be a lot of changes. As you saw, we had Nia Jax and Bailey in attendance. They came out on Rhea Ripley and stuff like that. Later in the night. Uh, uh, um, Candice LeRae and Lila Mercury had a great match to determine who was going to be the first ever women's Intercontinental Champion. And Lila Mercury came out on top, and such a great fashion of a match between both women. Um, I don't know what other plans they're gonna have for Lila Mercury as the weeks go on, but I'm hearing it could be possibly a returning Becky Lynch. I am these two women as great friends. Maybe they'd create great chemistry in the ring as well. So I'm hearing that's possibly could be Lila Vicaria's next opponent, along with SmackDown side. Charlotte's supposed to make her way back there, I believe. But that Mexican Destroyer was crazy, man. And then that arm move by Penta was crazy. I mean, it was like I said. I feel like last week debut show was better than this week. It was a great. It was a alright show, but it was kind of a snooze fest for me. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of in and out of sleep halfway throughout the show. I don't know if it's because I was tired or it was just lackluster show this week, in my opinion. I mean, just the key points. Key points is big Royal Rumble this year. Big names gonna be in that Royal Rumble this year. JBL supposed to be making his way there next week. I'm interested to see what that's about. Um, as far as the Wyatt Six, I'm hearing they've been shifted to SmackDown. It's gonna be interesting to see who they feuded with over there, who they go against over there. It'd be interesting to see if it is like the bloodline, but I mean maybe that would be somewhere down the line. But the Wyatt Six definitely need more of a major spot than what they got. When they first debuted. Chad Gable, all right, yeah, but freaking Final Testament, and no, there's no knock to Karen Cross. Karen Cross is really, I love Karen Cross. I feel like he should have a breakout year sometime down the line as well. Carrying that Karen Cross, but it just was not such a good feud between the Wyatt Six and the Final Testament. We kind of having an issue with taking the Final Testament serious with Cameron Cross. And like I said, Cameron Cross has been really, really good. He's been really, really good as what he's been, doing backstage or just in a match. It's not him. It's how they've been booking him. This is the most. It's honestly the most TV time Cameron Cross has actually have got anyway. So I guess he could use it to his advantage. As far as the Judgment Day, they're about done. It's glad to see that living it up Morgan is done with Rhea Ripley. But it seemed like the Judgment Day is quickly but surely just falling apart. Before our eyes. About time because it ain't been the same since Rhea and Damian Priest left the Judgment Day. It ain't been the same. We can't really take them too serious. But I'm hearing, it's looking like I said, Finn Balor is going to be out of there. He's going to be out of the Judgment Day. This is supposed to be the year of Finn Balor. It's supposed to be the year for, from what I'm hearing, Drew McIntyre. Supposed to be the year of him, Finn Balor, and as you know it, John Cena, because this is retirement year. And speaking of John Cena, CM Punk, I had mentioned John Cena in this promo. Like, yeah, he said, yeah, I can see you. I've been seeing you for quite some time now. So to be expected to have a CM Punk and John Cena match somewhere down the line, just not around this time. I feel like they got other plans for John Cena. Now it's still no plans in the works for him for Mania. I don't see I don't see Cena winning the Rumble. I don't see the Tribal Chief Rumble Reigns even win the Rumble. Hell, this Rumble is going to be the most unpredictable Rumbles to possibly figure out on who's actually going to come out on top because Roman Reigns haven't been in the Rumble in about 4.5, almost 5 years. He's going to be in the Rumble this year. Like LA Knight, like I said, Seth freaking Rollins, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Sami Zayn. There's just so many big names that's gonna be in that Rumble this year. Like it's really hard to determine who's gonna win this Royal Rumble match this year. And then you can't forget about the surprise guesses that's gonna be possibly in the Rumble as well. But the surprise guesses never really win the Rumble anyway. But it's always good to see surprise guesses, because maybe the surprise guesses will lead to other things. Maybe legend contracts. Maybe see a couple of legends up in there. Maybe a couple of I know. I'm hearing Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemec, from TNA. You know, supposed to be up in there as well. So I don't know if he going as Nick Nemec or Dolph Ziggler. But it would be great to see Dolph Ziggler back in the ring at the WWE ring at the it's been about 2.5 3 years I believe since he been in the WWE ring, and Dolph Ziggler could still go. I feel like they never should have got rid of Dolph Ziggler to begin with. He can sell, he's great on the mic, he got great move set, great charisma. I don't know, but we jump back into Raw. Like I said, Nia Jax and the Nia Jax is out there with Bailey. I think Nia Jax is gonna end up going to Raw and feuding with Rhea Ripley, maybe because it seemed like they possibly setting up for that. Because I don't see Nia Jax. I don't really see no other plans for her. Over there on SmackDown. Cause like I said, I know when Charlotte Flair come back, supposedly she's supposed to be feuding with Tiffany Stratton for that women's championship. So I guess they trying to keep Nia Jax as far away from Tiffany Stratton or whatever for as much as they could, possibly by putting her on Monday Night Raw. along with Bailey, she ain't really been doing much on SmackDown anyway as a well either. So maybe she could possibly make her way to Raw too. And like I said, it's not the first time we've seen Bailey, on Raw. I believe she was there like last week too, backstage with Adam Pearce, just talking whatever or whatever the case may be. So we're gonna definitely see a lot of changes within this draft thing. Like I said, it seems like they're doing it a little differently now. As far as just having superstars show up on shows just to have a second guessing, I guess. But it's gonna have to be like a official date and to figure out all where and everybody else ended up at. It's gonna have to be some type of like how they used to do it, like drafted to show where people end up, because all the second guessing thing is just, I don't know. I mean, it's different. Yeah, it's different in a way, but I guess we just gotta wait around and see. Possibly at the Rumble, we could probably get something. Also, Jay Uso is going to trying to get a. Well, he is going to get a WWE Championship match against Gunther at Saturday night's main event. Now, is he gonna come out on top? I would hope and wish that he would, but I don't think he gonna beat no damn Gunther, man. I feel like they're gonna have Gunther hold that belt up until WrestleMania season. Now, will he lose it during WrestleMania season? To whom? Maybe Cena, because I mean that could possibly be it. Possibly if Cena wins the Rumble, or even if you don't win the Rumble, maybe it set him up for Elimination Chamber to win there, maybe. But I don't know. It's just hard to determine what they're gonna do with Cena for the remainder of the year. But he's definitely gonna have some top name feuds. It's not gonna be like no bullcrap names or whatever, or possibly some feuds that we won't even expect that he would have, just because Cena will want to match to determine whoever Cena want to fight, he's gonna fight or whatever. So um it's his last year, so now if they're gonna give him 17, I don't know. As far as Jay Uso, man, I mean, I know him and Gunther, they fought before, and Jay Uso lost. I believe he lost twice to Gunther. So maybe third time could be a charm. Maybe they give Jay Uso a little run like they did with the Intercontinental Championship. But I just don't see it as of right now. I mean, as of right now, Jay is not really involved with anyone else. He's pretty much. I think he kind of done with the bloodline, but it's still up in the air, because they could possibly cost him that match at Saturday Night Main Event. To cause more of a feud between the OG bloodline and the new bloodline. But like I was saying in my SmackDown review video, I don't know about what's gonna happen with Solo, man. I think Solo's gonna be up out of there. I think Solo's gonna get kicked out the group, and it's gonna be ran by Jacob Fatu. And I feel like Tamatonga is gonna be the new enforcer or whatever, because I believe Jacob Fatu is a new enforcer. And then when Tamaloa come back, he's just, Tom. I guess he's gonna be just Tamaloa. But yeah, I don't know how they're gonna play that one out. It's gonna be real interesting to see. But like I said, Monday Night Raw is just pretty much just setting up towards the Royal Rumble for big names. That's like I said, it's gonna be some big names in that Royal Rumble. I believe Penta's gonna be in that Rumble as well, along with Chad Gable. You know what I mean? It's just Sheamus may be in it, or maybe because I know him and Braun Breaker look like they about to have a match. I don't think gonna save that match for Mania. I would save that match for Mania. Maybe have Sheamus and Braun Breaker in the Rumble. Possibly have Braun Breaker eliminate Sheamus, or Sheamus eliminate Braun Breaker, and set up their match towards Mania. Even though you still got Elimination Chamber, but if they do have a match, set up match for Elimination Chamber, just have it to where I don't know, Louis Kaiser interferes, something like that. I don't know. Have it drag into WrestleMania so Sheamus could pretty much have his moment at Mania, with winning the Intercontinental Championship for the first time in his career. That would make Sheamus a Grand Slam champion. So I feel like they aiming towards that because again, Braun Breaker, he's supposed to have a breakout year too this year. So Braun Breaker may end up winning the WWE Championship before this year is up, or he's definitely going to be a WWE champion or Universal champion, wherever you want to. No doubt about it. So maybe they set him up like early. So maybe they have him drop the title to Sheamus. You know, have him drop the title to Sheamus. Sheamus have his Intercontinental Championship moment. Now, Sheamus could possibly refuel back with Louis Kaiser because those guys have great matches. Those guys have been having great matches. I know Louis Kaiser got one to Sheamus three now, so he really ain't got. I don't know. Also in other news, we want to talk a little about Honesty Jones. Honesty Jones, I don't know. I feel like he's innocent. I feel like he was the one in an abusive relationship, with that female or whoever he was dealing with. According to reports here. Me personally, myself, I actually been in a abusive relationship. Not from me. I was actually the one abused by someone I was dealing with. Crazy person, whatever. But yeah, that type of stuff does happen, and if you try to leave them, they do try to make your life a living hell, just for you trying to isolate yourself from them. And this could have been a case where Honesty Jones was caught up in a bad situation, and he was the one possibly being the one abused by this chick. And he probably wasn't even putting hands on this chick. What I mean? She probably was the type of chick that would, put hands on him and accuse and abuse herself. Because, like I said, I dealt with somebody that did stuff like that, cause harm to themselves, cause bruises to themselves, and make it seem like you caused the bruises to them. I mean, I'm not sure if that's the case, but from what I've been reading, and it just the story just didn't add up to begin with. Like they didn't even give the man a chance to clear the allegations or nothing. It seemed like he's in the clear, but I guess he's taking it to court or whatever to sort things out. But I don't know. Hopefully it works on his favor, and hopefully he get his job back. But you guys let me know what y'all got think about this. Like, shit, comment.